Ajit Agarkar has appointed as a new chief selector for Indian selection committee. Will new selection committee reboot the T20 and Test squad? Will Hardik Pandya become permanent captain for India, and his Test return is possible? Is Rahul Dravid head's coach position in danger after failed in 3 big tournaments? What about the future of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma? Let's see all the updates. Welcome guys, you're watching Masterminds of Cricket YouTube channel. Ajit Agarkar, former Indian fast bowler, is announced as the Indian cricket team chief selector. In a meeting with the Cricket Advisory Committee, which consisting of Ms. Sulakshana Naik, Mr. Ashok Malhotra, and Mr. Jatin Paranjape. After a long interview with Ajit Agarkar, Cricket Advisory Committee has come up with the decision to make him a chief selector. Ajit Agarkar will join as the chief of Indian Selection Committee. With him, Shiv Sundar Das, Subrato Banerjee, Salil Ankola, and Sridharan Sharath will also be part of the selection committee, since they were all part of the previous team led by Chetan Sharma as chief selector, who was later removed as a chief after the chaos happened with the sting operation led by Zee Media. Ajit Agarkar was a Mumbai player who debuted on the 1st of April 1998 versus Australia. He had played 58 Tests, 288 ODIs, 3 T20 internationals, with 349 international wickets, and 1,855 international runs. He still maintains the record for fastest half-century by an Indian batter in an ODI, with 21 balls. 50, and coming to India's selection with Asia Cup in August, and World Cup in October 2023. Ajit Agarkar has a huge task to select the best possible and make India lift the trophies this year. It is not a walk in the park for him. Ajit Agarkar will now have to take 5 major decisions for the Indian cricket team. Some of the major decisions include the appointment of Hardik Pandya as the permanent skipper of the T20 team, along with the future of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Let's see one by one in detail. Starting with the rebooting of the entire Test and T20 team. It is not that the T20 squad and the Test team will need a complete reboot, with youngsters filling up the squad. Though the ODI team is not completely set, it has a core setup. Still, some spots may be changed when required. The same will be needed for both the T20 and ODI squads. With the time approaching for the seniors to pave the way for the new generation, the transition of the new players into the squad needs to be a natural process. So what needs to be done? The only way is to give the captain what he wants. Let the captain decide on the team that he needs. While Hardik Pandya has been the captain of the T20 squad since the T20 World Cup, the Test setup too needs a change, where Ajinkya Rahane back as vice-captain, who was 14 months without international cricket before 2023 WTC final. Therefore, keeping the focus on the future, both the Test and T20 team need a complete reboot. Yet another important decision on Hardik Pandya as permanent T20 and ODI captain, that needs to be sorted out by Ajit Agarkar. The Indian all-rounder has been captaining the T20 squad for quite some time and has shown time again and again as an capable captain. Under his captaincy, the Gujarat Titans won the IPL in their inaugural season and reached the finals in 2023. With time coming up for Rohit Sharma to pass on the captaincy in the BCCI looking for a young T20 team. Pandya is the best player to lead the team in the upcoming T20 World Cup. If India focus to bring the trophy home, the selection of the permanent captain and setting the foundation of the team needs to be done very soon. As for the ODIs, there will be mixed views about handing the captaincy to Pandya with the likes of Jadeja and Bumrah present to lead the squad, but that remains a question for another day. With Rohit Sharma playing his last ODI World Cup this year, it is not the right time to look for captaincy replacements. The next talking is Rahul Dravid's future as India team head coach. Rahul Dravid's stint as the head coach of the Indian team is not up to its expectations. In big tournaments, especially at the international level, starting from the exit of Asia Cup in the Super 4 in 2022, followed by a semi-final exit in the T20 World Cup last year, didn't do well with the BCCI top brass. Adding on India's loss to Australia in the 2023 WTC finals. For Rahul Dravid, the 2023 World Cup will be a big point for the former Indian captain to extend his career as the head coach of the team. If India struggles to win the cup, with the additional advantage of home support, Ajit Agarkar will have to make a tough choice in finding another head coach for India. While India under Dravid has been good in bilateral series, it doesn't add up much to the value. Eventually, success is defined by trophies and cups in the modern sport. Dravid still has time to build on the core team for the ODI World Cup 2023, let's hope for the best. And up next, big decision for Chief Selector is on building World Cup squad in focus after T20 World Cup and WTC finals failure. Ajit Agarkar now will have to turn his attention to the ODI squad. After repeated failures in the past ICC tournaments by our Indian team, it will be a terrible affair if India fail to win the 2023 World Cup. Still, there is some concern about selecting the squad. While there are few injury concerns in the team, it is high time that the chairman of the BCCI selection committee starts taking tough calls in deciding the squad. Should a player be deemed as surplus, he should be dropped off. If the senior players fail to perform in the series and matches ahead of the World Cup, they should be dropped from the squad. Let's see how he and his team are going to take big decisions ahead of World Cup. The next topic of phasing out of the seniors. One of the most important things that Agarkar has to do is oversee the smooth transition of the senior players from the squad. On the other hand, he will also have to be patient in the incorporation of the youngsters into the setup. The Indian team is now ready for the next batch of players, and it is time for the seniors to pass the baton to the next batch. Virat Kohli is 34 and has a maximum of 2 to 3 years left in him at the highest level, and that is particularly owing to his extreme fitness. On the other hand, it is time for other players like Rohit Sharma, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Shami, and Ravichandran Ashwin to slowly phase out. The BCCI has made it clear that the T20 squad for the 2024 World Cup will be a team of youngsters, with the only senior being Virat Kohli. But for Rohit Sharma, Mohammad Shami, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, it is time up for them in the shortest format of the game. While the trio can continue for a year or two in ODIs, the likes of Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane should also slowly start to hang their boots from red ball cricket. While Ashwin has still have 1 or 2 years of test cricket since he is spinner. And India test squad's main weakness is fast bowling all-rounders. Since Hardik Pandya is a perfect all-rounder for that position, there is chance that he earn a call-up in tests. And the committee will also look into his workload and injuries. Now, this is a very crucial process and should be dealt with utmost care. And should be thoroughly leagued over by Agarkar. He should find a way to slowly start replacing the senior players from the squad and fill them up with the next batch of youngsters who are keen to cement their place in the team. That's it, we have been reached to the end of the video. Comment your thoughts about this in comments section. Thank you for watching my video. If you find interesting, please subscribe to our channel.